Hello guys, welcome to another video. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Today's video can be very special to you, because today, I'm going to show you top 5 open world games for medium spec PCs. All of the above games are playable with a PC which has 4GB of RAM, a quad-core processor, and a dedicated graphics card or an integrated one, it doesn't matter. And every game featured in this list are super underrated, so, worth watching till the end. Before getting into this video, make sure that you have subscribed to our channel, because I make more of these and even better content for gamers. And most importantly, share this video to your low-spec buddies. Let's get started. At number 5 spot we have Assassin's Creed Rogue. Assassin's Creed Rogue is an action-adventure, stealth game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective. The plot is set in a fictional history of real-world events and follows the centuries-old struggle between the assassins, who fight for peace with free will, and the Templars, who desire peace through control. The story is set in the mid-18th century during the 7 Years' War, and follows Shay Patrick Cormac, an Irish-American assassin turned Templar who hunts down former members of his Brotherhood after being betrayed by them. Gameplay in Rogue is very similar to that of Black Flag, with a mixture of ship-based naval exploration and third-person land-based exploration with some new features. Upon release, Rogue received a mixed reception. While most critics praised the game's twist on the traditional formula by playing as a Templar, the mature storyline, the complex protagonist, the sophisticated depiction of the fight between Templars and assassins, as well as the additions to the franchise's lore and the naval warfare gameplay, other reviewers criticized it for failing to innovate the series' formula and its similarities to Black Flag. But it's definitely worth the try. Let's move on to number 4 spot. At number 4 spot we have MudRunner. MudRunner is an open-world truck driving simulation game. This game features traverse difficult terrain, with a range of trucks and all-terrain vehicles to complete objectives alone or with other players. MudRunner is a sequel to the original Spintires, offering up a whole host of improvements. After the relative failure and incomplete status of the original, this revamp shows what the series should have been all along. Players are tasked with making their own path through a rough and muddy level, with only a map and compass for help. The primary fun and challenge of the game come from the impressively realistic physics of the packs themselves. Mud and water feel dangerous and suitably slippy, requiring slow and steady driving and careful planning in order to complete missions. Spintire's MudRunner can be played solo or with up to 3 other players in a co-op mode. While the base game and sandbox elements are incredibly well done, a general lack of objectives and content become apparent during the later game. The levels are merely to provide a reason to experience the physics, and once the basic pick-up/drop-off tasks are finished, the game starts to become stale. At number 3 spot we have Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Call of Juarez Gunslinger is a first-person action game that puts you in the shoes of a bounty hunter whose mission is to take down the biggest, most infamous criminals of the time. You and your Colt .45 are all that stands between you and legends such as Billy the Kid and Jesse James. After a quick modern detour with the cartel, Call of Juarez Gunslinger follows a classic storyline that you'll recognize from most cowboy films: bounty hunting, killing bad guys and open shootouts. It's simple, but effective, with a totally linear story that you progress through by looking for your bad guy, who, as you might guess, will be protected by a band of gunslingers. As bounty hunter Silas Grieve, you must finish them all off, and claim your reward. When the developers designed Call of Juarez Gunslinger, they wanted to make a game that kept players entertained without making them think too much. Your aim is to take down some of the most infamous gunslingers around, using a varied arsenal that includes rifles, revolvers and even dynamite. If you're lucky, you'll see places like classic Wild West saloons, mines and ranches. You'll need to use everything to have to hand to defeat the band of outlaws and, just like in the movies, things are likely to end in a duel with your main target. Nobody would claim that Call of Juarez Gunslinger is a game that's intended to look realistic. The style, which is sort of comic-like, is done very well, with particular praise going to the fluidity of characters and the visual effects associated with shots and explosions. I'm a big fan of the game's soundtrack. The story is narrated, which keeps you up to date while playing the game, and I also liked the music, which is nicely varied. Call of Juarez Gunslinger gives you exactly what it says on a first-person action game, where you need to hunt down some of history's most famous gunslingers. With technical powers, fun gameplay and great soundtrack, it's a great Wild West game for your PC, so give it a try. At number 2 spot we have Just Cause 3. Just Cause 3 is the over-the-top open-world action-adventure from Square Enix. Just Cause 3 begins with Rico, returning home to a fictional Mediterranean island. All is not well, however, and he must now face off against a dictator who is trying to take control of the islands, which gives the perfect setting for the game's huge environment. The series has always placed a focus on maneuverability, a fact mirrored in the addition of the new wingsuit. This is a smart addition to the already versatile grappling hook and parachute combo of the earlier games, giving you even more control in the air. To further encourage Just Cause's particular form of destructive chaos, developer Avalanche has now included a new physics destruction system. In short, you can blow up pretty much anything, and watch it collapse in real time. And yes, we mean everything. Trees, bridges, buildings. As Rico comes equipped with infinite quantities of C4, you can destroy everything. Just Cause 3 looks great, and the new abilities are a welcome addition, but it's going to need more than that to perfect more mission types and multiplayer. But overall this game is a good one. Before getting into number 1 spot, consider subscribing to my channel, because I make more of these type of videos. Finally, at number 1 spot we have Forest. In the forest you are the lone survivor of a devastating aircraft crash, and find yourself stuck in a huge and mysterious forest, which is inhabited by mutant cannibals. This game has great simulation. You enter a realistic world where trees and plants can be utilized for your benefit. There is a labyrinth of underground cave networks and lakes to explore. You build a camp or a fire by chopping down trees. Search for food to stop from going hungry. Build anything from a small shelter to a large fortress by the ocean. Keep the perimeters safe by planting traps and other defenses. Use daylight to build and explore and be ready and on guard at night. Make tools and weapons and take the offensive, facing your enemies head-on. Can you win the fight against a frightening tribe of mutant cannibalistic humanoids? Technically this game is highly developed, with stunning graphics, excellent performance and incredible sound effects. The mutant cannibals are well developed with a great level of depth. Unlike some games where the enemy simply attacks, these seem to plan and execute their moves with a greater complexity. So, definitely worth trying. So, that's all for today. If you aren't satisfied with just 5 games, don't forget to check out my playlist of low-end PC games, which I linked in the card above. So, thanks for watching guys. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so you won't miss our future videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.